the very first time that we went out was the love walk.
Yeah.
And we had known each other for a while. I liked certain attributes that you had. Intelligently, in my mind, you fit that criteria. So I decided to ask you out to go with me on the love walk, which was on the 13th of October.
Yeah, 2018.
2008.
And I remember when he called me to ask me for the love walk, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I never expected it. I remember the phone call was so awkward. He was like, hi, how are you? I was like, hello. I was just so nervous. I just couldn't believe. Yeah, I just couldn't believe that I was going to go on the love walk with him. I think by that time I had been observing him and there was a little bit of interest, but I didn't think that, you know, something was actually going to happen. So when it did, I was like, oh my gosh.
We didn't go with the intention that, oh, we're going to go and then we're going to get married and we're going to have a love story. So we didn't even take a picture at the time. We just went and we had an open mind. That's what we had. We had an open mind towards each other just to find out how it was going to go.
On that love walk, like I said, I was really nervous. And even when he...
Super nervous.
Yeah, okay, super nervous. And even when he was saying, you know, look, we're here, we're going to get to know each other, and, you know, and I'm open to seeing where this goes.
I'd been in a relationship before and I didn't want to get pushed into another relationship. So I liked the fact that when we first spoke, one of the things that stood out for me when we first spoke is that you didn't try to, you know, push me too hard. You had patience for me, you had time for me. You allowed me to grow into the speaking, into the opening up, into the talking. So that was something that I left with and I said, this could be good.
For me, whenever I hear about the love walk, I get really excited because it reminds me of the first love walk that we had, because our relationship basically started from that day. And even as our relationship progressed, when he proposed to me at the bench where we did our love walk. So he took me back to where we went to do our very first love walk, and he proposed to me at that bench. And can I share what you said? He said something along the lines of, I'm taking you back to where it first began because this is where I want to spend like the rest of my time with you, or the rest of my life, something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember.
So it's our first married love walk?
Yes, our first married love walk.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know which questions are going to come up then. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and it would be nice to see how our relationship has progressed since the very beginning up until now.
And this time we take a picture.
Yeah, this time we'll remember to take a picture.
The Love Walk.